You never know who is listening. One conversation with the right person can change your life, but only if you speak up. I know a lot of us, we don't want to share our goals, excuse me, our goals and our plans and all that kind of stuff. You don't have to. You don't have to. I'm saying it's okay to say, hey, I want to be a fill in the blank. I want to do X, Y, and Z. But you don't have to share your exact plan, the blueprint, and you don't have to become a project manager and give everybody the timeline of when you doing stuff. You don't have to do that. But all I'm saying is closed mouths do not get fed. Some of the biggest opportunities in my life came because I simply opened my mouth and told somebody what I wanted to do in a casual conversation. Matter of fact, let me tell you about the time a haircut changed my life. I mean, I'm being dramatic, but you'll see where I'm going. So the year is 2018. I'm living in LA, Los Angeles, California, and I cut my hair. I cut my hair shorter, and then I was like, hey, I want to try an undercut. So this is out of the norm for me because I ain't never had no undercut. If I'm not mistaken, that's probably around the time Halle Berry had an undercut. She had a short one. I can't remember if it was before or after, but I saw somebody. Anyway, I digress. So I found somebody on Instagram, a barber, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to him. His name was Matthew. I go in to the barber shop, and he cut my hair or whatever, and then he asked me what brought me to LA, and I was telling him, I really wanted to get into TV and film, but like behind the scenes, and cause I like, recording stuff and editing and all that kind of stuff. And he was like, now mind you, I ain't never did nothing major besides like little videos and stuff like that. And then he was like, oh, okay, cool, my homeboy Chuck, he about to come in shortly. I'll introduce you. And I was like, oh, okay. He was like, he does music videos. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Now mind you, growing up, like if you're a millennial, making the video and access granted, that's right up my alley. I always enjoyed watching those, the Hype Williams videos, Lil X, all that. That's my lane, right? I have a love for music videos, and I had a love for wanting to create that type of content and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. So when he came in, he was cool. He introduced us, and then we started talking, and he was like, you could do a lot on your phone. And he was telling me different apps that I could use, And by the end of it, we exchanged information or whatever. Now, mind you, 2 weeks, 3 weeks probably passed. I get a phone call. I'm doing Uber because I'm in LA. Now, LA is one of those places where you need to have a job on top of a job on top of a job. Because if you ain't in the field you already want to be in making money, you already know it's expensive out there. So I was doing Uber. I never forget it. I was at the gas station, and I got a phone call, and I answered it, and it was his name, and I was like, okay, hey. And he was saying, hey, I'm doing a video right now. Are you able to come by? We need more PAs, and this could be you can get some experience. And I was like, because I'm doing Uber, I'm like, yeah, I can come. And he was like, when you want? I said, when? He was like, when can you come? Like, because we start now. I'm like, okay, cool. So I went over there. Now, mind you, I ain't never been on my alarm went off. Now, mind you, I ain't never been on a music video set before. And this music video was like The Script. It's a band called The Script, like a rock band. I can't remember the name of the song right now, but at that time I did know them because I was familiar with another song. So when I called him and I told him, I was like, hey, I'm here. He came out and he walked to me or whatever, and he was telling me what was going on, and then he introduced me to people and all this kind of stuff. I was mind blown because I'm like, this is just like MTV. They got the big cameras. They got this, I got a walkie-talkie. It was mind blowing for me because that was my first time, right? So fast forward. this was 2018. Fast forward to the next year. Chuck, to y'all, Chuck is Calmatic. Calmatic directed the video, and I think that was the exact next year. Old Town Road, Lil Nas X, and then what else videos he done did? Kendrick Lamar, Squabble Up. He did the house. Is it House Party? The last House Party. That movie, White Man Can't Jump. The last movie that they just did. He done did Super Bowl commercials, TurboTax commercials, that LeBron James commercial when LeBron was talking to himself, like the now version of LeBron was talking to his younger self. Like, that's all him. I never would have got that opportunity if I never opened my mouth and said, hey, yeah. Well, he asked me the question, but I'm just saying, I didn't know who he knew. But yeah. And then one time he called me. I was asleep though. He called me and I was knocked out. I didn't see it till the next day. Come to find out, he was calling me. He was like, hey, I saw him later. He was like, yeah, I was calling you because we were shooting a video for Jasmine Sullivan. What is that video? What's the name of that song? It's the video when they got the whole Issa Rae theme. When they was in the apartment, and I'll put it on the screen later, but it was the apartment video and Matthew, the barber, the one who cut my hair, he's the main guy in the video. And he was like, yeah, I was calling you to see if you wanted to come work on that. I was knocked out sleep. But anyway, yeah, we'll talk more about stuff I done did or want to do later. But all I'm saying is open your mouth and tell people what you got going on, so somebody can probably help you or point you in the right direction. Okay, that's my TED Talk for today. Okay, bye.